Hey guys, and welcome to my new YouTube video. So, if you haven't been to my channel before, then this is my second channel, Is That More Brandon? And I feel like I'm going to say that in the next few videos just so people know that this is my second channel. On my main channel currently, I'm actually posting a lot of YouTuber promotions, YouTube tournaments and videos where I'm actually collaborating with other YouTubers, and I'm hoping to obviously do more of that at some point. But I've done a little, I've had like a massive, what's it called? You have like a phase. So I've currently been going through a YouTuber promotion phase, and I think the last 15-20 videos have actually been just promoting other people. So that once I've finished the series that I've been working on more recently with 10 other YouTubers, and I've got all that back out, then I'll be going back to my normal content, which is 1 or 2 videos of me a week, talking about different topics, collaborating with other people, like one-off collaborations, and obviously getting my friends involved, getting my uni stuff involved, etc. And then obviously this channel I would just keep for my vlogs, my other university projects, and any reaction videos I do to music videos, to my friends' videos, to my old videos, whatever. So yeah, without further ado, we'll get started with this video. And I wasn't sure whether to do 2 separate videos or just do it all in one, and I think I'm going to separate it. So the first video idea that I came up with was 20 things that I've learnt at 20 years old. So today is the 14th of April. It's the last day of me being 20, which is mad. But I feel like I should do a little video, 20 things I've learnt in my 20 years, and just talk to you guys about that. So I'm going to sit back a little bit. So we're going to start nice and easy. I'm not going to edit much of this video, I'm just going to pretty much just talk and spill. I think the first, they're not in any particular order, but the first thing that I wrote down is that confidence is key. Now, when I was younger, and even growing up through primary school, secondary school, and even beginning of university, I was confident, and I did have a lot of confidence, but I just felt like I was only confident around certain types of people, certain groups of people, and I was often quite shy, like when I was having to like perform songs or being stage productions or present. Like even a couple of weeks ago I had to present or pitch our idea for the documentary, and as confident as I was inside, the fact that you have so many eyes looking at you, when I was up there I didn't come across to other people as nervous, but inside my heart was like pounding, and if I would have filmed it and played it back, it probably would have been one of the most awkward things. But the first thing obviously I learned, going back to the title, is confidence is key. If you're confident in yourself and you believe that you can do things, there's no reason you can't do anything. And I think that's the one thing that's made me succeed, I guess, in certain aspects of life and certain things that I do, because I'm confident with it, whether I like it or not, whether I enjoy it or not. Because I'm confident, I sometimes get it done. But being overconfident sometimes isn't a good thing, so it's just finding that balance of, are you confident, do you know what you're doing, do you like what you're doing, and can you achieve it? So that's number 1. Number 2 is being positive and removing any negativity. So negativity could come in forms of people, could come in forms of just thoughts and feelings about something negative, or going to places where you've had like negative memories, maybe graveyards if you've had deaths in the family, hospitals if you've had deaths in the family, school if you didn't enjoy a school experience. So it's sort of just getting rid of toxic people in places and replacing it with positive mind, positive stuff, and just making sure you are around the right sorts of people. Number 3, it's not about the numbers, it's not about the subscribers, and it's not about the followers, it's about the interactions, the connections, and networking with specific individual people. Like for example, someone like Kim Kardashian has millions of followers, someone like the Catch Me Outside girl has millions of followers. They aren't able to DM every single person that sends them a message. I think even Kim Kardashian even said it in an interview. It was sort of like, someone asked her how does she keep up with all her messages, and she was like, I don't reply to any direct messages. And it's just sort of like, I understand that she's got a big following, but at the same time she can't respond to any, like even just hand picking a few. But just the fact that she doesn't reply to any is a little bit not great. But that's the same thing with me. Like I've got a decent amount of followers on all my different types of social media, but it's the fact that I don't care about the numbers. It's just that the people that do follow me obviously care about me or the stuff I post, or they interact with my posts. Like sometimes I've had a little bit of rant on my Instagram story, for example, and I say, look, I've got like 2,000 people following me, which is not great, but 2,000 people are obviously interested in what I'm doing. And if I put a poll up, I'll get like 5 responses, and it's sort of like, I'm not bothered, only 5 people replied, but it's a bit like I've just been like punched in the face by my own followers. Like, they don't really care, they watch my story and then just move on. So I think those two sort of link there, being positive, removing negativity, and then don't think about the numbers, but at least try and interact with the numbers of people that you have, if that makes any sense. Number 4 is being proactive, and then the good things will come about. So being proactive doesn't necessarily mean saying yes to everything, but it's just sort of doing things that aren't, not doing things that aren't normal, but doing things that aren't in your like ordinary schedule, for example. So sort of being proactive and doing extra events, going and helping out with extra projects and stuff like that. Just doing stuff that's not in your normality of life, and actually putting yourself out there and doing something slightly different. Number 5, nobody is perfect. Jessie J made a song about it, and it is 100% fully true. No matter how hard you try on something, something will always go wrong, and no matter how many ways you try and do something, there will always be one person to criticise what you do. Whether it's constructive criticism, whether it's just full out negative criticism, or whether it's something to actually help better your project or whatever you're working on. No one is perfect, and at the end of the day, don't feel like because someone's told you they don't like it that you're not a great person. It's just in that area you might need a bit of help, but somewhere else you may be excelling 1,000 times more than this said person. Number 6, age is just a number. I think this is something that's pretty much come about since I started following a guy called Joe Binder. Had him on YouTube now, had him on LinkedIn, and I think he's like 22 or 23, and he's the CEO of his own business. So I think someone like him actually gave me the motivation to want to do the same thing. Not necessarily have a business, not necessarily be the CEO of anything, but just to sort of have a bit more of a business mind from a younger perspective. Because there are, like, even for example, it's nothing related, but in the music industry there's a lot more singer-songwriters that are like coming out of nowhere and excelling in their careers from a younger age, as opposed to these older people who've like just, they pop out at like 30 odd, or someone like Susan Boyle. She was already in her elderly age when she went on Britain's Got Talent and found fame, whereas someone like Billie, I think it's Eyelash or Elash or something, she's 17 and she's literally just spurted out of nowhere. So bit of a difference in the careers that they're going to have, but obviously Billie is more, she's more of the sort of generation where people understand her sort of music, understand the way that she thinks, and the fact that she is so young as well, it's sort of saying, look, just because she's 17 it doesn't mean she's inexperienced. She might have a different way of thinking to someone like Susan Boyle, but age is just a number, and if she can accomplish something like that at 17, then she's already got a successful career. So yeah, age is just a number. Number 7, seventh thing that I learned is that the media industry is definitely what I want to go into. I have a lot of passions, should I say, sorry, for things like drama, music, tennis, those sorts of things. But I think the fact that I've been studying media since year 9, it's made me want to go further and delve further into a media career, whether it's presenting videography, photography, modelling, whatever, or even if it's just the post-production, so sort of helping with the editing, helping with like the soundscape or whatever. But it's just sort of something media-y as a job would be great, and I think I'd probably start in like an office or like a company, a corporation, and eventually, or hopefully, I'd like to go freelance, where I sort of work for myself, get my own colleagues and contacts, and sort of do things the way that I want to do it. Number 8 is that YouTube has been a vital part of my life, and I know that there are a lot of people that are like, oh, you're not going to get famous from YouTube, and YouTube's, you only get like 1 out of every so many thousands of people that actually get famous from it. And I'm not being funny, I don't care about the fame, like I said, don't care about the money, the views, the subs, whatever, but the fact that I've been on the YouTube platform for about 5 or 6 years, I've got over 1,000 subscribers. I have made some incredible friends, which is the next one, that online friends are real. And I've actually had so many opportunities from the platform itself. I've had people DM me and say, oh, I've seen this video you've put up, do you want to help me, and da da da, or we've connected on Instagram, we happen to both be in the same area and have met up and done a photo shoot. It's sort of like, we want to collab, but it's sort of just like finding out a bit more about each other, but it's sparking those networks, it's sparking that intrigueness. And although I do understand I do post a lot of weird content on my main channel, and actually on this channel as well, but it's sort of, if I didn't have YouTube, I probably wouldn't have been confident enough to make videos. I wouldn't even have anywhere to upload my videos. I mean, the only place I partake in video making is within university and the projects there. If I didn't have YouTube, I wouldn't have as much exposure as I do now. And obviously that moves on to number 9, that online friends are real. And most of my online friends, well, not most, but like a big part of my friendship group now are actually from the YouTube platform itself. I've gone to several like YouTube convention events, several meetups in London, had like little YouTube panels and stuff that I've attended and stuff. And it's sort of, online friends are usually not real and they're usually fake. But I think in terms of modern day society and the way that the world now works, people are befriending people so much more easily, and I have met quite a lot of real people. I think the one problem I did have with trusting people online was when I had my first encounter of a relationship. I haven't really gone into that in much detail in any of my videos, but I am planning on doing a full out series just being completely honest about my whole life, and that is just one thing that's sparked me to want to learn more about myself and also get away from my past. So it's sort of going back to number 2, being positive and removing negativity. A lot of my past life has been quite negative and quite low, and although I don't like speaking about it, I think for people to just understand me a bit more than just, oh, this is Brandon, he's gay, blah blah blah. It's just sort of, oh, so Brandon's gone through all this, but look what he's doing to accomplish things that he actually wants to do. So yeah, I'm sure there'll be a video coming out about that very soon. Number 10 is take chances, meet new people and throw yourself into new experiences and events and stuff like that. I think the taking chances aspect is sort of, if you think something's going to fail, it probably will, and it's that matter of taking that chance of it might fail, but also at the same time you could absolutely smash it. So it's taking that chance. Ability to meet new people, so whether it's online like I did through YouTube, whether it's at these events, YouTube events, or even if you don't do YouTube, just like conventions, like social media conventions, or group projects, or media events, or I'm sure there'll be something in whatever area you were in. I'm just very, very lucky that I know quite a lot of the ones in Nottingham. And throwing yourself into things is sort of similar to before, doing things that are not of your normality, things that aren't in your like schedule of work, and it's sort of putting yourself out there and doing something a bit more different. Number 11 is self-care, and I haven't really spoken about this one either before as well. Again, video about this will probably come out at some point on my main channel, but it's sort of if you don't care about yourself and if you don't love yourself, then nobody will. And it's just sort of you have to find something about yourself that you like, and find something about yourself that you admire. And if you feel like, if you're studying and you feel like you just need to take some time out, then message your lecturers, talk to leaders or teachers or whatever sort of level of like education you're in, and just say, look, I need some time to myself, I've got X, Y and Z going on, whether it's at home or with friends or boyfriends or whatever, and people will understand that sometimes you have to be selfish and you have to look after yourself. And I've done that several times where I've just blocked out everything and everyone and been like, look, I'm not being funny, I need some time to myself. Number 12 is eating healthier. Makes you feel better, and this is a very, very simple one. Not only does eating healthier help you sort of lose weight, or it obviously gives you all the right proteins and stuff like that, but it also makes you feel better as a person. I think eating crappy foods sort of puts you on a low, makes you always need to go to the toilet, sort of makes you a bit sweaty or hot or tired or whatever, drowsy. But if you're eating bananas, or if you're eating vegetables, or you're having all the right sort of level of carbs and all this, then you will feel better as a person, and you'll feel more motivated to work, and you won't need as much sleep because you'll be energetic and you'll be awake to like do work and stuff. So that's just a standard one, but it's just something I've learned since being in my 20 years of living. Sometimes you're better on your own. This is number 13, so lucky for some, unlucky for others, but sometimes you are better on your own. It's similar to the self-care one, but being better on your own sometimes when you have group work, and sometimes not being in that group and having your own vision for an idea is sometimes what you need to do. I think that's the thing that differs me from a couple of my other colleagues and like classmates and stuff. I have an idea that's not necessarily the normality, and the way that I see the idea compared to how they all see the idea is completely different. So sort of like I'll say what I want for an idea, and they go, yeah, we understand this and this, and I'm like, no, that's not how I think it. They sort of change it a bit, and it then confuses me, and then I don't know what I want to do. So I think sometimes for projects and just in life in general, doing things on your own, having that time to yourself can make you a better and stronger person. Another thing that I've learned, my life has been an absolute bloody roller coaster. I've had absolute highs, I've had absolute lows, and I've had very, very confusing parts of my life, should we say. But like I said, I'm going to start being more truthful, more honest and stuff like that in my videos. I think at the moment I've just got one little YouTube series that's happening on my main channel. On this channel it's pretty much just going to be reactions, vlogs, YouTube projects and university projects. So that's going to be a bit more of a laugh on this side, but I do want to do some sit down videos, get some friends involved, get some lecturers involved maybe, I don't know. But yeah, definitely after my little YouTube series I'm going to focus back on myself again. I just thought it'd be a bit different and it'd be a bit more interesting to actually help promote some other YouTubers rather than just it be all about me. But I've had my little segment of promoting them now, and I have made a lot of connections, and a lot of people do message me on Twitter and say thank you so much for like giving me the free shout out or retweeting my tweet. And that's what I want to do. I just want to be myself, enjoy the content I put out, but also help promote others, and that's what I feel like I've done over the last few years. Number 15 is sometimes you have to achieve your goals instead of explaining them to other people. I think this one's more directed to my family. I think my auntie completely understands what I want to do. Like, I've told her specific tasks and events and things that I'm working on, but I think other people in my family or like my friends, I think my friends as well don't really understand what I want to do with my life, and to be fair, neither do I, but I have an idea of the sort of path I want to go down. But I think sometimes having too big of a mouth and telling everyone how much money you want to earn or the sort of jobs you want to go into before it's actually happened could sort of ruin your chances. Same with the driving licence and driving tests. If you tell people too much about your test, you'll go into the test and probably fail. If you don't tell people the date and just do it, you're more likely to pass, there'll be less stress. So it's the same with achieving goals. I don't necessarily tell people about things until I've done that said thing. 16, my visions are different to others, so that's quite similar to the other one, having to achieve your goals rather than explaining them. The fact that some people just don't understand what you are working on, and the fact when I do explain my visions to people, they don't understand it. So yeah, it's just a matter of doing things like for yourself. Number 17 is a bit of a weird one. I'm an introverted extrovert, which again, similar to the confidence one. It's sort of, I am confident around the right sorts of people, but then at the same time, if I feel like I'm in danger, if I feel like I'm a bit left out from a conversation, I will be an introvert and I will be very, very quiet in loud and outgoing situations. And exactly the same with quiet situations. If we're inside but I feel incredibly confident, then I will be incredibly loud. So it doesn't make sense, but it's just the balance of I can sometimes be quiet in a loud environment and I can sometimes be loud in a quiet environment. Number 18, I always try and do my best for other people before I think about myself, and this is only something I've started doing recently. Just sort of, if I know that my friends and my family are in good stable positions, then that makes me happy. If I've got any friends or any family members that are they're not feeling great or they're going through something, then for some reason that makes me upset. and it makes me want to have to deal with their situation before I think about myself. It's happened quite a lot in Nottingham actually with my friends up here, people from London who have moved up here, or people from actual Nottingham that actually study here as well. But it's just sort of like, I do think about other people a lot, and it's not a bad thing. Obviously I do take a lot of care for myself, and if I feel like I need to take a break from a situation, or if I can't help someone, I will say, look, I'm not being funny, I can't help you. But 99.9% of the time, if someone comes to me with a problem, I'm likely to sort it, or at least give them advice on how to resolve their situation. Number 19 is my future is in my own hands, and that is 100% true. Anything that I do now, anything that I do next year at university, and any other projects I'm working on, things I post on social media, things I don't post on social media, my future is in my own hands. There's no one else that can flick me along, push me along. Like I said, people can give me advice, people can tell me things I should and shouldn't do. I can research as many companies as I need to research, but at the end of the day, I'm the only one that can get myself to where I want to get to. So it's sort of like, I have my visions, I have the idea of where I want to go, and now it's just a matter of narrowing the path. So sort of, these are all the thousands of different jobs I can go into. It's narrowing the ones that, those ones I don't like, these ones I can't do. So it's sort of working out properly. And finally, number 20, it's true friends from fake friends. This is something I have had to think about and work on for the last so many years. And it's just finding out who your true friends are from the snakes. And the motto that I go by is, if they can't be friends with you at your weakest, then do not let them in when you're at your strongest. And that's a motto I live by, because there are so many people that now know that I'm not exactly being successful, I'm not famous or anything, but because I'm in a more stable position and know a lot more people now, they're trying to crawl back into my DMs, they're trying to crawl back into my life, and it's not going to happen because I've moved on from that situation. I've moved on from them as a friend, and I'm now achieving things that they will never achieve in the years to come, which is a bit of a shady thing to say, but it's 100% true, because I work incredibly hard most of the time, and these people just don't really care. They are the 20 things I've learned at 20 years old. Confidence is key, be positive, remove negativity. It's not about the numbers, subs or follows, it's the interactions. Be proactive, good things will come about. Nobody's perfect, age is just a number. The media industry is definitely the future career I want to go into. YouTube has been a part of my life. Online friends are real, take chances, meet new people, throw yourself into things. Self-care, eat healthy, sometimes better on your own. My life has been a roller coaster. Sometimes you have to achieve your goals instead of explaining them. My visions are different to others. I'm an introverted extrovert. I try and do my best for other people before thinking about myself. My future's in my own hands, and thinking about true friends from fake friends. So if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment, chat, and subscribe. My main channel is that Brandon. I'll probably put the link in the description. My Twitter, Instagram, I think my Snapchat, my Patreon, and I think there's something else. Oh, my blog are all linked in the descriptions, obviously. If you want to go and check them out, then please do. This channel is currently on 64 subscribers. I'm going to hope to get to 100 so I can change the URL. But yeah, at the moment my whole YouTube video posting and stuff is completely like confusing. I haven't got a schedule anymore. I haven't got an intro or an outro anymore. I think my outro is just like a little picture. And I am trying to pre-film and get some ideas actually of content to post once my YouTube series finishes on my main account. But if you did enjoy this one, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. It's basically my birthday in about an hour and a half, so I'm trying to get this video up and out before my birthday actually happens, so let's see how long that takes. And until the next video, thank you, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye. Cool. Oh, I need to take a picture of myself. Whee! No, the whole fucking screen's come off. Wanker. Shit.